welcome to Karen's Kitchen. Today we're going to be preparing a harvest medley of vegetables. We're going to start first. I have cut up 2 sweet potatoes. That's what it looked like before it was cut up. And I'm just going to add 2 ingredients. I'm going to add cinnamon and I'm going to add agave nectar. I probably mentioned before that I'm diabetic, so I use agave nectar oftentimes when you might use maple syrup, and if you prefer maple syrup, you're certainly welcome to use it. I don't measure this. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on, and then I'm going to toss it around, get it a little bit mixed up. I'm going to do this before I put the agave nectar on, and then I'm going to add the agave nectar. This is going to be slightly sweet and slightly savory, so a combination dish. Agave nectar, just drizzle a little bit on, not too much. And stir it around. Just kind of get it sort of evenly distributed. The next ingredient is 1 pound of fresh Brussels sprouts. I've cleaned the Brussels sprouts and I've cut the ends off. I used to slice these in half, but I read an article that says that they will be crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside if you leave them whole. So I discovered that that is in fact true. So that is how I do it now. So that's my little tip for today. So I'm going to take my trusty Ziploc bag and I'm going to put my vegetable inside, Brussels sprouts, and then I'm going to season it with the dry seasoning. I've got my McCormick Perfect Pinch vegetable, sprinkle a little on, and I have McCormick Salad Supreme, and I'm going to sprinkle a little of that on. I want you to see what the inside of the bag looks like before I add the olive oil. And then I'm going to drizzle just a little olive oil. You could also do this in a bowl, just like we did the sweet potatoes, but I think it's easier if you kind of rub them together and get all your seasonings all over the vegetable. So I'm going to go ahead and start preparing my dish to go in the oven. And so I'm going to start by putting the Brussels sprouts in the middle, and then I'm going to surround them with the sweet potatoes, and again, a little sweet, a little savory. We're going to mix it around at the end, so it doesn't really matter. Pretty. And we're going to put this in the oven. I'm going to sprinkle it with our cranberries. These are dried cranberries, and there's 1 cup in this bowl. I'm just going to sprinkle them throughout, and they'll plump up because they'll get some of the moisture that'll come out of the potatoes and the Brussels sprouts. And the last ingredient that I have is 1 cup of pecan halves. I've already toasted them in the oven, like I've told you before. I put them in a 350-degree oven that was preheated to 350 degrees. Then I turned the oven off and then put the pecans in. If you turn them on in an oven that's on, it's very easy to burn them. So if you turn your oven off and then put your pecans in, you'll never burn them. My oven has been preheating at 350 degrees convection, and we're ready to put our Harvest Medley inside. I always like to put it in the middle of the oven, and I'm going to come back in about 30 minutes. I'm going to check it a little earlier. I'll see you in about 30 minutes. Bye. Our Harvest Medley's been in the oven for around 30 minutes, so I'm going to take it out, stir it around, and put it back in for 10 more minutes. Well, our Harvest Medley has been in the oven for about 45 minutes, and we're ready to take it out and add the toasted pecans and toss it around. I'm going to add 1 cup of toasted pecans and just toss it around again. prefer a sweeter dish, just add a little more agave nectar now to taste. Okay, we're ready to plate it up. Get a little of everything. The sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, cranberries, and toasted pecans.
Quiet on the set!
Thanks for coming to Karen's Kitchen. I hope you enjoy your Harvest Medley. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to vote. Bye. Enjoy.